it's finally been revealed that we've actually got a new Death Note movie in production. Now, I'm not talking about the one that's going to be produced in the US. We're not talking about that one. That there's actually going to be a new Japanese movie as well that's supposed to be coming out in 2016, no less. It's actually going to come out, and it's just, all we got to see is just a single guy sitting on the toilet, and it's just talking about the Death Note, saying, the human whose name is written in this note shall die. And one thing is, they're saying that this is a new saga for Death Note, is that they're actually going to like continue the story from. Now, these are from the like old live action movies and all that, and I haven't actually seen those live action movies, but I've actually heard they aren't that bad actually for like when you normally come from like live action stuff, and that this is going to be a sequel. So like one of the main characters in this one is actually going to be L's successor in this one. I'm like, okay, I can kind of see that. And it's like when they're talking about the synopsis, like this is a new age of cyber terrorism. And there's like a bunch of characters on there. Like you can see there's like a girl that was like, she's like the complete opposite of Kira, and she's known as like one of the most fearful like people that has the Death Note. And that's kind of like interesting, because that's one thing that you can get is like, especially, and I can see what they're probably going to go with this movie, is that now that we've got the internet, like it wasn't really exploited too much in Death Note. There was a couple of times, but like Kira normally just looked at the TV and he saw someone's name going around, and that's when he did it. Normally, when you got something like on the internet, you can easily get anyone's kind of name, or you get any kind of like prisoner or anything like that. And from what it's going is that this person doesn't have the same like kind of ideals of justice that Kira does. It just sounds like she's an absolute psychopath, and it's just like, fuck that. Although Kira at the end was a little bit of the nutbag at the end like that. I feel like he went okay, like, to actually, like, he went from, like, his ideal of justice was, like, okay, it's kind of grey in that area, to then he just became an absolute psychopath at the end, and then he just started manipulating and twisting things, like, going around for it. Honestly, like, I'm kind of looking forward to this movie, actually. Like, I might actually have to watch the other Death Note movies to see this, and I definitely want to see what, you know, the US can actually produce with the other Death Note. But it's like, Death Note, to me, is like, I've always enjoyed Death Note, even, like, with, like, kind of the ending being a little bit, like, a bit to it, but Death Note is one of those shows that I can definitely just always rewatch and always enjoy, and to see that they're going to be doing stuff like this, even after they had, like, the TV series as well, which I heard that's not that good, but it's like Death Note is that popular where it's like, it keeps getting live action material, it keeps getting TV, it keeps getting, like, movies, it keeps getting everything else but another fucking anime, and I'm thinking, like, why do they not just, like, remake Death Note if it's that popular or something like that? It's like, I feel like they would make so much more money if they just remade the anime, because a lot of people be like, oh shit, we get to do that, and then, who knows, maybe they do their own little twist on it, because I feel like that, like, that's the whole thing, is like, with Death Note, they did the material as best as they could, especially, like, I mean, because we all know where it was supposed to end. If you don't know, it was supposed to end during the whole thing with Light, like, you know, like, after, like, the whole thing with him, and, like, you know, like, all that was supposed to be done with him and L, so it was like, okay, that would have been an interesting ending, and I think that's where one of the movies ends, actually, as well, at that part, and then they got forced to continue because of, like, the whole situation, saying, oh, we're making, like, you know, you're making Jump so much money right now, keep on, and it's like, maybe they might do something like that, I don't know. Honestly, what do you guys think about a new movie coming out this year, The Death Note? Are you excited for it? Personally, I'm curious to see him, actually. I want to see what they're going to actually pull with this, but that's honestly all from me, so thank you much for watching as always. If you liked this video, then hit the like button and subscribe as well if you want to keep up with more, like, Death Note news and any other anime and manga news and stuff going through this channel. But that's all from me, so thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take me out.